Shout out to Dyme Magazine, man. I appreciate you covering me and all that, and checking me out coming up in their next drop.
Where do you see yourself going from here? Like, meaning like continuing in the big three?
I mean, this year what's happening, baby? This year I just became the captain of my team.
Congratulations, man.
Appreciate it. So for me,
let everybody know what team you on.
Ghost Ballers, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go! So when you hear that, y'all know it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like
we heard that on the court like it was loud.
Yeah. That's how it is. That's how it is, and that's how it's gonna be. I'm gonna let this energy transfer throughout the crowd. But you know, with the big three, my thing is, man, I do a lot with my nonprofit organization back in.
And what's the name of your nonprofit?
Name of my nonprofit is Taylor Made Foundation 414.
Okay.
.org is where you can find information about that.
Okay.
But also, I have my for-profit, right, which is Taylor for All Productions, where I created a comic book. When we was talking about,
another artist in the building.
For sure.
Another artist.
I kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that I do, it's expression. It's the way that you see what I'm saying? It's the way that I express myself.
I'm also an artist.
Correct. We all are.
Yeah.
As black people, bro, we are visually, you know what I'm saying? We the culture. Every other culture want to idolize what we bring.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So what's for me in the big three, I just believe just getting my message out there, right? When we talking about that first question you asked me about what led me to basketball, like part of my story is a mental health story.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Growing up in poverty, that's walking undiagnosed mental health issues that we have as a culture. So breaking down the stigma, like this is what mental health look like. You know what I'm saying? I'm working out every day. I didn't know basketball was a therapy. But when it becomes a business, now it sucks that love and that passion out of it, right?
It's funny you just said that.
So being able to find and constantly find the love in doing something, right?
It's funny you mention that because we talked to Royce, we talked to Royce White, we talked to Katino Mobley, Lisa Leslie, we talked to Nancy Lieberman. I mean, so many people that also touch bases on what you just said, the mental illness not being diagnosed yet with the mental disability or whatever they choose to call it, but then us growing up in poverty, we are not knowing that.
Correct.
You know, you just stated that.
It's a whole lot of, I mean, I come from it. I got family members, you know what I'm saying? Like, it hit home personally, you know what I'm saying? And for me, it hit home. I suffer from depression, suffer from anxiety, you know what I'm saying? Being in the NBA and making your dreams come true, and then what's after that? Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of athletes go through these phases of depression and anxiety and just, you know what I'm saying, having a healthy coping mechanisms, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm about, you know what I'm saying? Breaking down this stigma, talking about mental health, talking about speaking to a therapist, talking about yoga, breath work, meditation. That shit is saving my life. It's putting me in a peace of mind. It's giving me a peace of mind. So now that I can focus and be intentional, being a better man, better husband, better father, better brother. You know what I'm saying? It's always about off the court. It's rarely about on the court. You see what I'm saying? Like they never really question what you do on the court.
Right.
It's about what you do off the court that jeopardizes you getting on that court.
Your character off the court.
And that's what I'm building, bro. So but with my comic book, I got a character development program. I developed a curriculum to start teach the kids about knowledge of self. Once you know yourself, then it's gonna be easier for you to learn. School ain't gonna be nothing once you know yourself. So that's nothing, right? So being able to teach them the emotional intelligence, the social emotional learning is what my comic book is backed behind. Social emotional learning, restorative justice, and mental health awareness. So being able to share my story through that. So it's the underworld, it's the indomitable legacy of the underworld GOAT. And I tell my story through this comic book and getting it off to the youth.
Now, is the comic book done yet?
It's done. It's completely done.
Once again, can you let everybody know where they can pick up your comic book?
So my comic book can be picked up on my website. It's MikeTaylor88.com. MikeTaylor, the number 88.com. So
and your social media?
My social media is Instagram, 88 Mike Taylor, and then Facebook is just Mike Taylor. Mike Taylor On Twitter too. So yeah.
My last question to you.
Let's do it.
50th year, hip hop. What does that mean to you in 3 words?
Ooh. 3 words.
3 words. You can only use 3.
I want to say real American history. Fuck a black history.
Yeah.
We been black.
Right.
But it's real American history. You know what I'm saying? I just listened to that new Nas album, man. And Nas say he 50 years old and hip hop is 50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's big.
It's just like, that's legendary status, bro. They said that was going to phase out in 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
And look how long it's been. We even took over country.
Taking over pop, we taking over everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the hip hop, man.
Come on, man.
To another 50 years.
to another. We ain't gonna die. We multiply.
Man, you said it.
Come on now.
Yeah.
So now it's coming back to real rap now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people are really rapping now, telling their stories. The gimmicky stuff is starting to wash away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's getting back to its art.
Yeah.
So now, you know what I'm saying? It's the evolution. Every 50 years, things change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's getting back to its roots. It's a lot of independent rappers, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm loving the evolution of all of this shit, bro. So, man, appreciate y'all for Dyme Magazine, baby. You hear me? Mike Taylor checking out with Dyme Magazine. You understand me, baby? Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, this is what it is. When you're dealing with people like Mike Taylor, Mike T, the only thing is to understand is this. This man is legendary. He's doing his thing, the newest captain, making it happen. That means that he's official, and he's always will remain official, on and off the court.
Hey, also, too, I was the first player in NBA history to be drafted from the G League to the NBA. But it was the D League at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I did that in 2008. So it's about to be 20 years coming around. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I'm doing is just putting me in position so I can narrate and tell my story the right way. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm really ready. I'm really focused. And I'm looking to take my LLC into a corporation and really, you know what I'm saying, show the genius behind everything that I've really been doing. It's just not on the court. It's really everything off the court. You know what I'm saying?
Big dog status
So,
right here.
love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Come on, man. We love you too, brother.